A wizard is never late, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to.
Well, hello, shitheads! I'm so glad you're here. And let me just say, Hannibal and Monty will be with you in just a bit. So, it's really, 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 really important that you like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Also, look out for plunger points. And if you really, really, really like them, cast a couple dollars their way, because this shit ain't cheap. I'm just saying. Enjoy, and thank you for being here.
What you got for him? You ready?
Can we dim the lights just a second? Can we dim the house lights a little bit? Can I get it just down, just so? Where the light nigga at?
Yo, boy, can we dim the lights just a little? Can we set the mood, set the tone? Just dim the lights a little? Yeah, well, we saying moves now. No, it's all love. Come on.
Bridge to Captain Picard.
Go ahead.
We've just received word from the fleet. They've engaged the Borg.
Mr. Data, put Starfleet frequency 1486 on audio.
Aye, sir.
The Stand is not a great Eminem song.
No, I did not say Stan is not a great Eminem
Okay,
song.
what did you say?
What happens when a masked producer and a headphone-wearing comic book artist get together to talk music shit, comic book shit, and political shit on the internet? Monty. Hannibal the Beat Animal.
Hannibal and Monty shit show!
Holy shit! My name gets to be in the title this time. Hannibal and Monty Shit Show.
Why is my name second? What kind of shit is this?
Hannibal and Monty shit show!
Let's talk some shit.
Get your shit together. Get it all together and put it in a backpack. All your shit, so it's together. And if you gotta take it somewhere, you know? Take it to the shit store and sell it. Or put it in a shit museum. I don't care what you do. You just gotta get it together. Get your shit together. What I kept telling her, I was like, why would you take a song like Ellen DeGeneres from Lil B and do that with it?
Yeah, tragic.
Yeah,
Tragic.
like it's why would you do that? Like, there's no point. Like,
Yeah,
you add the
and
kazoo.
it's look, Lil B's Ellen DeGeneres is probably the worst song I've ever heard in my life.
See?
And
That's that in the totality of existence. And I heard like that Friday song from Rebecca Black.
Oh, that was terrible. That was bullshit.
That's terrible too.
That was bullshit.
Yeah.
So, you know, I don't know what that's all about. I don't understand. It's fucking crazy. Oh shit, I think we're live, Hannibal.
Are we live?
Shit.
See, Zoe's not even giving us a heads up no more. It's just like, just having. Okay, all right. See, I wasn't even ready. I was caught off guard. Like, so hold on. Are we sized right? Are we in the same?
Yeah, we're good. Just be lined up with the words. Lined up with the words. Don't read them. Okay. Just line up with them.
Okay, hold on. Let me see.
Are we good? Are we good?
I think
is that it?
We are, and we are live. Are we live, Monty?
We are live as fuck.
That's what I like to hear. Welcome to Hannibal and Monty Shit Show. I am Hannibal the Beat Animal.
And I am Monty.
And this is episode 102. We've done 2 plus 100 episodes.
There you go. Look at that.
Yeah,
Look at that.
Well, 100 plus 2 episodes.
Yeah.
When I say 2 plus 100, it makes it seem like something else. It just, okay. So now we're on episode 102. Maybe an episode about...
The human world, it's a mess.
Or...
The seaweed is always greener.
There you go. Like one of the greatest movies ever, right?
What are you doing?
What am I
doing? What's happened?
Nothing, Hannibal. Sometimes there's a time in a show's life where you have to do a musical episode. You have to express yourself.
I stole $3,000
through the art of voice and music.
No, we're not doing it. Zoe, stop. Whatever's happening, stop it right now, okay? You are not about to break out into musical song, okay? Because I saw you building up to it, and I don't like it. All right? Stop it.
What? This is a very special shit show.
You're about to do that thing where they start explaining stuff via exposition and then go into song. Okay? I saw you doing it, Monty, and I don't like it. Don't do that shit.
But this is a special shit show, Hannibal.
It's a special shit show because we have a special guest with us.
Yeah, but not. Look, watch. What if I were to do this, Hannibal? Watch this. Zoe, help me out with this. What if I do this? Our special guest today is not a crawfish, not a crab, but it's a lobster.
I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Stop. The lovely producer, Zoe, cut it, please. Cut it. Stop it. We're not going to do this thing where he breaks into song. No, we're not doing that at all. So, to all the shitheads in the chat, ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm shithead welcome to our guest today. And fellow shithead, Grampy Lobster is in the building with us today.
What's up, guys?
Okay.
Yes.
And look, Monty knows that I hate musicals, all right? And Monty keeps trying to rape my ears with musical, and we won't do this. All right, this is the same thing that happened when I went and saw Into the Woods. I didn't know it was a fucking musical, and I was stuck there on Christmas Day with a bunch of people fucking dressed as like elves and fucking witches and shit. I was like, I didn't agree to this.
Yeah, but Hannibal, me and Grampy Lobster, we rehearsed all these songs for all the segments, and these musical intros to them. Like, we figured if you came into your show and it was a musical, it would be different. Like at any moment it could happen. At any moment the music could start picking up. And we could be in a moment where there's about to be a song. And we can all just sing along.
Stop it. Fucking stop. Okay? I refuse. I can't watch. I can't do it. Not at all. All
right. Well,
please. Oh, that's why we got the Melanie Martinez in the background. Of all the Melanie Martinez pieces to use, why'd you use the part with her ripping her face to shreds?
Well, this was to symbolize you not liking musicals, because what she does, if you watch the loop, she puts her face back together.
Yeah.
See?
I stole $3,000.
See?
I'm gonna go ahead and read those now, so I don't have to think about you breaking out in the song.
Would you like some music to read them to?
Hannibal? No, I don't. need any music to read them to. I can just read them regularly. I'd almost hate to ask, what music did you have planned for me to read these to?
We'll get to that later. We'll get to that later.
Okay. All right. So we got one from Hypothesis that says, I recently heard someone mistakenly call Stan a 50 Cent song. Your thoughts, Monty?
Oh, Stan is not a 50 Cent song. Not
But
the artist or worth 50 cents.
Though, you know why they got confused? 50, 5-star, 50, 50. That's what it is.
No.
Yeah, I understand. So I get why they made the mistake, but it's a 5-star song. Dildo the Penetrator also sent us a dono. He says, Monty has bad timing. If you wanted to do something special, then you should have done it on 100. Damn. Hannibal, did you sample Rather Be Your Neighbor? Not yet.
But look, Dildo the Penetrator, I couldn't do something special on 100 because Hannibal would have shot this idea down. This is a great idea. It's a great idea for a show.
This might be like a good idea for a show if I wasn't on it. Like, if you did this with somebody else, this would be a great show. But just
all the work me and Grampy Lobster put in behind the scenes. You're just gonna shoot that down? All that work, like Grampy Lobster. What are you like songs like A Lobster Needs a Friend Too? Like that's a good song. Like Grampy Lobster put his heart and soul into that. Like you wrote some great lyrics on that song, Grampy Lobster.
I don't want to
See. See, you're upsetting our guest, Hannibal.
I would have known I was going to get treated like this. all the effort and time.
Yeah.
All the effort and time we put into this, and now in the end it's just going to get shot down because you don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I mean,
how about this? What if we make the musical a patron only? I don't. We'll figure. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
Well, that reminds me of a song that I heard one time when I was at summer camp.
Oh God. Oh, you got no, Zoe. Stop it, Zoe. Stop it. All right, we are not doing a music episode. All right, let me grab the show notes and figure out where we're supposed to be at next.
Look, I'll go right into it. Look, right now we need to tell everybody about our social media. If you want to follow us on social media, and if you want to be part of the pre-show that just happened, it was a short pre-show, but it was a fun pre-show. We didn't review comics. The best pre-shows, we don't get to do what we plan on doing. Those are always the best. Patreon.com/5H1T. Fun conversations on that pre-show. And you'll get the link for it as soon as you join on Patreon. You can go back and rewatch all the pre-shows you missed. You can also donate. Like, what was it, Dildo the Penetrator? Who else donated, Hannibal?
Hypothesis
at 5h1tshow.live. And we'll read your Streamlabs throughout the show. Also, you can find us on Twitch, twitch.tv/5h1tshow, Facebook, facebook.com/Hannibal and Monty, Instagram and Twitter are 5h1tshow, Snapchat is show_5h1t, and TikTok at 5h1t_show. Go check it out. I got a great promo for this show on TikTok right now. The Discord link is in the description. And, yeah, that's it for now, because I'm skipping Amazon wishlist and P.O. Box because I'm not going to the fucking post office until I'm sure I'm not going to die going there.
There you go.
So, there you go.
Wise words.
Yeah.
And you notice how you just gave us those words, but not in song format? That's just how you do things in life. You don't have to.
I can make it a song. Sometimes you need to go to the post office. Sometimes mail calls. And you just need to get out and go see what someone on the other side of the country might have sent you.
Oh my God.
Could it be an apple? Or maybe a banana. Maybe they sent you some banana bread with apples.
Stop it. Okay? Please stop this. Stop whatever this is. Okay. I don't even know what it is. Oh, God. Oh. I am not high to be able to tolerate this right now. So, oh my God, y'all really trying to force a musical on me right now?
We're not trying to force it. And look, wait, let's see. What's the chat saying? Just like all of who said just like all of Monty's ideas? What was that? Great, right? Whoever said that, I didn't see who it was. It rolled by fast.
This is a torture Hannibal episode. Yes, thank you.
Look, Vapion approves of a musical.
As well.
There you go, plunger point. all right, but go see the awesome promo.
Someone says two things. One, the musical troll is great. Second, please get that gross bitch pulling her face off the screen so I can the show. Look, Monty made all these decisions, guys. He made all these decisions, okay? Look, H Wonder says you're losing me, Monty. There we go.
Wait, who said I'm losing him?
H Wonder said that, all right? And then look, okay, there's a bunch of other people that said, look, there's a lot of people. Look, Mr. Moth, what the fuck is going on? Thank you. What is going on? Right.
What are you talking about? Look, I see people approving of it in the chat. What are you talking about?
I don't see.
Beer Trier wants to see Hannibal's opera segment. Danny Lisner says, "Keep singing, Monty." See, I see approval in the chat. Faberino, music notes, a smile and a water gun. I don't know what that means.
I'm sure it's a positive thing. You know.
Yeah, Corona positive is what it is. Okay.
Now, see, there you go being negative. You know what I mean?
Yeah, let's see what this Streamlabs says. What does this Streamlabs say?
Let's see. It says, Missy Ann said, I'm definitely not high enough. Monty, you were wrong for this. Thank you.
Listen, Missy Ann, look, from the person that is the most wrong ever on the shit show, that doesn't mean anything.
Don't you talk to my white baby mama like that. Don't you do that.
Anyway,
I got 3 kids. I got 2 kids I'm not taking care of right now. So,
anyway, before we go into the next segment, we didn't give Grampy Lobster a good enough chance to introduce himself, and his link's not in the description. Zoe, can you take care of that for me?
If Adam E is in the side chat, because Adam E is everywhere,
yes.
He would be more than happy to put the all the links, PayPal, Patreon.
Go check out Grampy Lobster and tell them about yourself.
And buy our mugs. I'm just Grampy Lobster. I'm not really sure what the fuck I do at this point.
Yeah. Well, look. I'll say this. Different things.
God.
I'll say this. American Nightmare said, Monty, say 33.
I stole $3,000.
Bam.
Black people do coke.
Brian Harris says, how about whoever reads the donation chats sings them instead? Oh God.
See, musical episode, Hannibal. I'm telling you, it's a thing. It's a shame I have to pitch ideas to you live on the air.
But that's the thing. At least there's a pitch, though. There's a pitch. Is the point? Is that there was a conversation had, and it was like, let's talk about it. We didn't even talk about it. It was just like when you got rid of the science of the scientist Mel. Okay, it was no conversation. You just unilaterally did it.
You know what? Irrelevant. Let's just talk about what's coming up next.
Yes. Next time on Hannibal and Monty's 5H1T show.
Yes. So April 15th is our next show, and it's just me and Hannibal talking shit. Like, this is going to be awesome. Like, we won't have to disappoint another guest like we did Grampy Lobster with all the rehearsing we did. Don't worry, Grampy. We'll get to do.
Oh, Jesus.
Everyone should love a lobster. It's a great song.
He's trying it right now. I've tried musicals, all right? It's something about people spontaneously breaking into song and dance. Like, I tolerated it. I don't say tolerated. I enjoyed it with Disney. That's the only way. If you give it to me in an animated format, I can tolerate it.
Oh, right? Okay. I can do that.
Like live action though? No, not at all. Like when people be like, man, I'm gonna go to the store and get a soda. I'm going to the store and get a soda. I'm going to the store and get a soda. Like, stop.
You need some music?
That's no. We don't need the music. We don't need the. First off, I'm not a part of this. Okay, so whatever you guys decide, I don't want to do
it. What world do you live in, sir?
I know.
Seriously.
I know. You see.
What world do you live in?
I'm a musician that doesn't like musicals or music videos. All right, just this is who I am. All right, I don't like them. I don't, and I'm not saying that musicals aren't good. Like, I saw Chicago. Chicago was great. It's a great ass movie based on a Tony award winning musical. You know, and I watched. I was like, man, this shit is fantastic. I don't never want to see it again.
Yeah, but back in the day, we had musicals when musicals were musicals and men were men and everything like that.
See?
Sat on ponies and sang. You know.
You see, but that's okay. That's okay. Also, on the 22nd,
wasn't that the time of Xanadu?
Oh God, that was so sad.
Okay, is that what we're talking about?
If you're gonna,
wasn't there a Star Wars musical out there, or there was a Ninja Turtles musical out there?
There was a Ninja Turtles musical.
There are videos. You know, I mean, oh jeez.
Yes.
I can't believe this. You know, I was pretty excited about coming on the show, and
look. Don't worry about it, Grampy. Don't worry about it, Grampy. I got a solution. Just watch your messages. Watch your messages.
And on April 22nd,
I can't see the side chat. You know, I
stole $3,000.
I don't have access to the side chat right now. Because I wasn't expecting this. You know what I'm saying?
We'll make it right. We'll make it right. Trust me. I'm on it, Grampy Lobster. I'm on it. Let's keep it moving. Let's calm Hannibal down a little bit.
And on April 22nd, Monty and I will be.
Wow, I thought this was a happy show.
It is. It's a very happy show.
And on April 22nd, Monty and I will be joined by the word nerd Ryan Palmer, and for the first time ever on Hannibal and Monty Shit Show, we'll be joined by Tommy from the Bronx.
Yes.
And as Uncle Charlemagne from the Breakfast Club always likes to say, the craziest people in America come from all of Florida and the Bronx.
You know what? Tommy from the Bronx, I'm sorry. You got an intro now. It's happening when you come on.
Yes, that's awesome. And then on April 24th, Monty,
we got our non-Marvel and DC comic book movie list, or ultimate comic book movie list episode. Shit.
Yes.
See, I'm not prepared for this if there's no rhythm to it. I'm sorry. But it's okay. I'm going to work with it for now. And then on April 29th, we have finally figured out what our torture episode is. Did we mention it on the last show? Or did we not?
I think we
did?
Floated it, but if we didn't, we can definitely tell everybody now.
Yeah, we will be listening to all 3 of Joe Exotic's albums. And Hannibal is working on a story that I'm going to keep to Hannibal for right now. It may or may not pan out, but there's some funny shit happening in Hannibal world.
Yes, I'm like, just look, keep your fingers crossed, pray to the Almighty Golgothan, because I'm working on something right now, and if this thing pans out, it'll make that episode. But yeah, our torture episode will be Tiger King related. We'll get a chance to go through and talk about all of the crazy shenanigans that took place in that Netflix documentary, and we'll be listening to Joe Exotic's albums, and that'll be our torture episode on the 29th. So there you go.
Also,
and of course, good.
No, keep going. I'm gonna do something real quick, but keep going.
Okay, I was gonna say, and on May on May 12th. Skipping a little bit ahead, about a little over a month from now.
I know you must have heard of the Book of Mormon. If Terry's one area Matt and Thray has excelled, it was their songwriting.
Yeah, okay, yes. Okay, Faberino is right. He says, as a South Park fan, I know you must have heard the Book of Mormon. So, I tried to get tickets to go see Book of Mormon when it was here in Atlanta. Because I'm a big fan of Trey Parker, Matt Stone, the writers of South Park. I think that those guys are insanely talented. And they're funny, they're insightful, they're observant. They push the boundaries of humor. They're not afraid to piss people off. I love Trey Parker, love Matt Stone. I think those guys are amazing. Love South Park. It's a fantastic show. And when I went to go get my tickets to Book of Mormon, I did not realize that I would have to decide between those tickets or Rent. And I don't mean
Rent the musical. Oh
no, I mean Rent. Like I had to decide if I wanted to go see Book of Mormon or have a place to live. I didn't know that musical tickets cost that much, and I was like, "See, this is yet another reason I don't like fucking musicals." So there you go. And so that's it. But yeah,
Hannibal. Hang on a second. Zoe, right now. Tell that story right now, Hannibal. Nothing.
Oh my God. Oh, you are not gonna stop until you get this goddamn song off, are you?
All right. Cut it, Zoe. Cut it.
Did you guys work on?
Well, I was trying to do, because we wrote them so quick. Like we've got what was the number we ended up with, Grampy Lobster? It was like 365 or something like that. What was the final number?
I think. Wait a second.
He's checking.
342. 342.
We wrote 342 songs, and we're like, you know what? These songs fit.
It was like
anything
Lennon
that could
and
possibly
McCartney,
happen.
man.
Yeah, it was like anything that could
John
possibly
and Bernie
happen.
Taupin. It was.
Yeah. Anything that could possibly happen, we had it covered, except this. Like you threw us for a loop, Hannibal.
You throwing me for a loop right now. You mean to tell me you guys wrote 300 songs, 300 musical songs, and you guys want to perform a handful?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Look. Right now. Listen.
Mate.
I can do one right now for you. I can set the scene. Imagine there's a barnyard, and in that barnyard are two chickens. Two chickens wearing fedoras, and one of those chickens.
No, I don't want to do this.
No.
Zoe, cut it. Please cut it. I don't want to do this.
Okay.
And on May 12th, we'll be joined by our shithead of the year, 2019, in American Nightmare, and we'll be joined by the runner-up shithead, Mike. So we'll be joined by Mike in American Nightmare because May 12th is, as you guys know, National Shithead Appreciation Day. So if you guys are working on anything or if you're doing anything, you got anything going on in your life, we are here to do that episode to celebrate you guys and your awesome sauce. So if you're working on something,
there you go.
And it doesn't matter, reach out to us on Discord, reach out to us on Twitter, inbox us on Instagram. I don't know if messaging on TikTok is a thing because I don't be on TikTok like that, but messages.
Zoe says yes. Zoe says yes. You can message on TikTok.
All right. That is okay. That's a thing that can happen. So go ahead, message us. Let us know what you got going on.
And Grampy, we'll compile our songs and we'll record them, and maybe they can make it on the National Shithead Day show. But don't give up hope yet. But
you gonna make me change my What's Eating Hannibal, man? Right now, you about to make me change my shit.
What's really bothering me right now is one simple thing is the man goes out there and starts like.
Come on, get it out.
I don't see how, after the way that he's treated his guests tonight, and then he's going to go out and tell people to share it on social media. Wow. The way he literally just. I mean, all the preparation we did.
Yeah. But look, Grampy, this is how we'll counter it. Share it on social media, but make sure you go #Team Monty or #Team Grampy.
Shame Hannibal, Yeah.
Shame me because I don't like musicals and you decided to do a musical. So look, let me tell y'all something about Monty. Let me do this right now, all right?
He was so narrow-minded,
This is, okay, first off, this is not the first time Monty has done something like this, all right? Back when we used to do Monty and the Mongooses Little Children.
Why you got to bring up old shit, Hannibal? I know where you're going. I know where you're going.
we sat down and we came up with an idea for an episode. We were like, hey, let's do our 5 favorite.
Shifting the blame.
Yeah. Look, we'll let this go.
We decided to do an episode of our a list show. We all talk about our 5 favorite horror films. And so I did all this research, got my list together, and then we go to do the episode. And then Monty and the Mongoose decided to change it to the 5 best supernatural episodes, knowing good and goddamn well that I'd never seen Supernatural. So the whole time I'm sitting there
whose fault is that?
Oh my God. Oh. Yep. I'm about to change my voice to Hannibal. I'm sticking to the script.
Don't change it. Here we go. I got 2 questions. Here's the first question. Here's the first one.
What's up, nigga? You want to talk some shit?
Hannibal, you want to talk some shit?
You know, right now, yes, I want to talk some shit.
Grampy Lobster, you want to talk some shit?
Absolutely.
All right. And look, I flipped the script a little bit. And Hannibal, for you, I will not do Chiggy Check This Shit Out like me and Grampy Lobster rehearsed, because that was a good song. I will just roll right in to check this shit out for you, Hannibal. Here we go.
Okay.
Hannibal and Monty's Shit Show presents.
Check that shit out.
What is that?
I didn't know they made them like that.
I don't even understand what I'm seeing.
Remember that shit I gave you last week, nigga? It's nothing, nigga. It's nothing. It's nothing, nigga. Nigga, it's nothing. This shit right here, nigga. This shit right here, nigga. Right here. This shit, nigga. This shit here, nigga.
Check this shit out.
Name is Chris the Corner Gunner like, nigga.
Back on again. Now today we go take a breakdown in the so-called Zoom. Yeah, the new thing they got for the masses, so-called video chat or video conferencing with a whole bunch of people. Yeah, we go get into that and break it down. Also, the bad part of it with the so-called hacking. Because I told you people, they never lay without a tunnel with your coronavirus, and now you're stuck inside after use the so-called network that they got for the masses and apps. As you can see, the Zoom right here, yes, coming right in your home.
Like many of you, I've been using Zoom yesterday.
And as you could hear this reporter right here on CNN, he also tell you that he using the Zoom right there. A lot of them push it on the people. And of course, everything they push on you have a bad side.
I hung out with family members in a video conference. Those aren't my family members. They look great too. Like millions of others, I've been holding work meetings through Zoom. I've been taking my 3-year-old to preschool virtually on the platform.
Preschool and all, people. So your kids is also on their work meetings and everything on this so-called Zoom. Wow.
And it sure has become popular for schools. All of a sudden, it's true, Zoom is everywhere. People are even getting married in Zoom video conference.
People even getting married in Zoom. And one thing you don't
Happened
understand,
local around
like
here.
I don't tell you,
See?
they put this whole thing together. If you notice, before this coronavirus bullshit, they were selling you exercising at home and everything. Sell you equipment to exercise with other people at home. You could have tell they have the isolation in mind, your social distancing. That's what they want. They come up with everything for you to stay one place in your home. Yes, and interact with other people or do any other thing that you usually do. They tell you you're not gonna lose it. All you have to do is just go online, use one of their networks that they got,
use it,
or one of their apps,
tell them, Mac,
one of their fucking dumb shit to watch the damn masses. What do you think?
So the UK government has been using Zoom to hold cabinet conferences.
There you go. Of course they go tell you that because they want the whole masses on it. But you never understand.
Trying to get you to buy the
yeah.
They don't give a fuck who they front up.
See?
They can't
It's a marketing.
Boris
It's a
Johnson, while he's
marketing
recovering
ploy.
from the virus,
See
he
that?
did accidentally reveal his meeting ID through the
Yes.
tweet. The FBI even issued a warning about what they
Obviously
refer
led
to
by
as
the
Zoom
elite.
bombing.
Most likely the
Zoom
Rockefeller.
bombing, and you see when they do it, March 30th for your 33.
Could be the
Of
Rothschild.
course, it's your Messiah up there
You're
running
33.
March.
People are gonna have a few negative connotations about Zoom bombs.
Those
private
Illuminati
failures
symbols
for a
he's
long
using
time.
right there.
This company.
On the other hand, Thompson says most people still want the service,
There you go.
including the people.
There you go. That's just how it is, people. I already told you. When the government come up with, remember, they know all
He
you
already
think.
told
They
you.
know what you want. They're the one who build your life around you. The same way they know you're gonna need the road to drive on to go to work that they have prepared for you. They know the fucking life of the masses. They bring you this because you can't do without it. They tell you to stay at home, social distancing. So now you get something that you and 10 other people can hook up on and have a conversation. Why not? That's how they do it, people. They're the one who build your life around you. Don't be dumb. And the dumb people out there talking about 5G, making them sick. I never said the 5G won't do nothing to you over time. You understand? I never say that. But stop
Never
telling
said it.
the
I'm
people
not
that
saying
it's
it
making them
would.
sick,
I'm
so
not
they
saying
go to
it
the
wouldn't
hospital
either.
and then
You
they
know
got
what I'm saying?
coronavirus.
Yeah, see?
Or the virus is traveling on the so-called radio wave. Stop it. It's nothing but bullshit. And I already told you.
Bullshit.
It's time for Mag to leave this fucking coronavirus shit alone. I'm making enough video to wake up the damn people. If you
Yeah,
don't want
Mag.
to see it, that's your bad. I'm
Yeah,
gone.
Mag. Thank you, Mag. Do you believe Zoom is from the devil, Grampy and Hannibal?
You know,
Do I believe that this free video messaging service that's existed for years is the work of Satan? I think. So first off, if Satan was doing anything, all right, you know, like say that Satan is behind the coronavirus, say that Satan is behind McDonald's nuggets, say Satan is behind musicals, right? Why has he got to be behind Zoom of all things? Why the devil would be behind the third most popular video messaging service? He says, look, let's not go for the gold. Let's get the bronze. We don't want people to see us coming. They won't see you coming because you were in the back.
All right, fair enough. Grampy, what say you?
A very wise old man told me one time, he looked at me and said, "Boy, you're stupid. You need to be slapped."
See, and I want to say I disagree with both of y'all. I think Zoom is made by the devil because we use Zoom for the first 40 to 50 episodes of the shit show. Zoom is bullshit. Bam.
StreamYards.
Look, I'm just
bullshit.
Look, I'm just gonna say it like this: 33.
Bam.
See?
That kind of reminds me of a song that I heard back in the day when.
Okay. Tell me more.
Well, it's kind of emotional.
What kind of emotion, Grampy?
Well, it happened behind a log cabin one time, and
No, stop it. Stop trying to push this musical shit on us right now, okay? Stop. Both of y'all. Look, listen.
I'm pouring out my creative soul. You know?
These motherfuckers and colluded on me to make a music episode.
Yeah, look, Grampy, log
This is
cabin.
what it was advertised to me. This is what was pushed to me.
Listen.
This is why it was made on the 10th. That was a special, you know.
Grampy, you almost got it. You almost set up log cabins and lobsters. We almost got there. Hannibal stopped it.
Yo, Fabrino sent us a dono. Thank you very much. He says Queen D88 is asking when you guys will update your Twitter. I just updated it a second ago.
Yeah,
I just did. I think I did. If not, I'll tell Queen D88 I'll take a peek at it. But later on tonight, I might try to do it during the show. And Scientist Mel sent us a dono as well. Awesome, welcome. So look, Scientist Mel, I'm asking you now. Right now, you're in the chat. You're hanging out with us. I don't know what you're doing on.
Wait. Before you ask Hannibal, would you like music? Would you like to ask her in the proper way for this episode?
No. So on April 29th, Scientist Mel, we're doing a torture episode about Tiger King. You know, and we've been messaging back and forth on Facebook. So, Scientist Mel, I'm asking you now, if you would like to be on April 29th, if you're free, you can be on that episode with us, if you like.
You know, when you mentioned Scientist Mel, it reminded me of a musical. Actually. You ever seen the musical Annie?
Yes, I saw Annie.
To me, that's Scientist Mel.
Yes, Mel with her flowing hair and her infectious smile.
It's the way that.
Stop it! Stop doing that shit. Stop it. There. Not write a song about Scientist Mel and his here for this show. Here's the fucked up thing. I don't know if you're trolling me or if you really did it. Like I don't know if you like really wrote these songs.
We made 143 songs. We wrote. Me and Grampy have been working since we got in touch with him.
253 of them.
Monty has been notoriously difficult to get in contact with lately. So it's possible that he did.
You remind me.
See? Scientist Mel said she'd be happy to talk about Ho Exotic. Oh! Shots fired! Oh!
Yeah, I got some things I want to say about Jeff Lowe that I really want to Jeff Lowe and Carol Baskin.
No idea what the side chat is even saying.
Yeah.
So.
Have you seen Tiger King yet, Grampy Lobster?
No, I probably most likely won't.
Oh, you should. You should. Like Tiger King is not the torture.
Is it a movie?
No, it's on Netflix.
It's a documentary series on Netflix.
Yeah, say no more, Hannibal. That is all you need to say.
About what?
About a man in look, I will sum up Tiger King. I'll sum it up in 7 words. I saw Tiger, and Tiger saw man.
What?
Yes.
Okay.
If you know anything about Tiger King going into it, it's not as fun. Tiger King is best if you take it from the stance, everybody's talking about Tiger King. What the fuck is this? And you just start watching it. Because that's what I did. And this shit blew my fucking mind. Like, normally, the hype machine disappoints me.
Right.
This is different from the hype machine. I won't hype it.
Yeah, this is one of them things, like, if you should go into it blind. Just no context, no background information. Just go into it blind, watch it, and just, like, look, I just tell you, watch the first episode and the first 5 minutes of the second episode. And if you haven't committed to watching the rest, then it's not going to change your mind. But, like, yeah, it's so, like, and you think I would show the shit show. So.
What were you trying to tell me? What did it do?
It's good now.
Oh. Sorry.
Scientist Mel said, that bitch Carol Baskin.
Oh! Look, don't give Grampy too much. Go watch Tiger King, dude. Seriously. This shit is crazy.
Insane. It is. Okay, anyway. So, okay. That's it. I ain't got nothing else to say. What's the next segment now that we've done check this shit out and you were trying to you were trying to do something right now.
I wasn't trying to do anything. But
Scientist Mel also sent us one that said, Zoom is made by Santa so he can watch us. Sending love to my shithead bros. Thank you, Scientist Mel.
Thank you, Scientist Mel.
Thank you very, very much.
Yeah.
And I am lobbying, diligently to bring back the science of Scientist Mel.
I never got rid of the science of Scientist Mel. For the record, I never got rid of it. Like we hired a voice actor to do Little Shit, and Little Shit kind of took off. Little Shit became like the voice of the shit show. And I'm sorry if that voice actor overshines you, Mel. I will fix it. We'll bring
Look,
Mel
I'm just
back.
saying, I missed having Scientist Mel on the beginning of every one of our episodes.
Okay, fair enough.
Well, just the fact that she used that Santa reference about the use of, obviously she's a scientist and she would know these things. So right there, it's legitimate, and that's probably a peer-reviewed study that she did or wrote. It's probably, so right there, it's
She knows. Boy. She knows her science. So
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So let's move into the next segment, which is, have you heard this shit? See how I did that, Hannibal? Are you comfortable? Are you comfortable? You feeling good with the show right now? We're good?
To be continued. To be announced.
Okay. Here we go.
All I'm gonna say.
Here we go.
Hey, wake up! Wake your punk ass up.
Who are you?
Have you heard this shit?
Okay, all right.
We never get into what is being smelled, and it confounds me that I don't know what it is. Monty, if you're speaking, I do not hear you, but I will take your word for it. Okay, so
no, what I was saying was me and Grampy wrote a song about what he smells. If you want to hear it, like I can have Zoe cue the music up. We can start it.
So this edition of Have You Heard This Shit? Monty, Grampy, and I.
Wait a minute. You're not even gonna let him. You're not even gonna let him cue the music.
It's okay. It's okay. Let him go. Let him go. I got it. It's all right. It's all right. I'm good. I'm good.
Dude, I thought you said in the next segment it was gonna be okay.
Oh yeah.
I was wrong. I was wrong. Trust me, Grampy Lobster. This will happen. Like, let's go. Let's get into Have You Heard This Shit? Trust me. I'm sorry, dude. I'm so sorry.
Oh my God. Okay. Greta Van. Oh, okay. This edition of Have You Heard This Shit? Monty, Grampy, and I will be talking about Greta Van Fleet's latest album, Anthem of the Peaceful Army. Now, you might be wondering, who is Greta Van Fleet? She sounds like someone I've heard of. Well, you'd be wrong. Greta Van Fleet is an American rock band from Frankenmuth, Michigan. I don't know if I said that right. I probably didn't. Frankenmuth. Formed in 2012. It consists of twin brother vocalists Josh and Jake Kiszka. All right. Yeah, and then Sam Kiszka, I think is their little brother, and drummer Danny Wagner. They were signed to Lava Records in March of 2017, and a month later, the band released their debut studio EP, Black Smoke Rising, which I think won the Grammy for Best Rock Album that year.
Really?
So the year they got signed, they also won a Grammy for their EP, Black Smoke Rising. Their debut single, Highway Tune, topped the Billboard U.S. mainstream rock and active charts in September of 2017 for 4 weeks in a row. Their second EP, From the Fires, containing 4 songs from Black Smoke Rising and 4 new songs, was released on November 10, 2017, along with their second single, Safari Song. So their new album is called Anthem of a Peaceful Army. It was released on October 19th, 2018, and follows the band's 2 other EP releases. The first single, When the Curtain Falls, was released July 2018. The album was the top-selling album in its debut week in the U.S., selling 80,000 copies. So that's awesome. And then they sold 80,000 physical copies, as I understand it. Which says a lot because a lot of people nowadays stream stuff. So people actually went out and bought that album. So
yeah, wow.
That's who Greta Van Fleet is. I passively heard of Greta Van Fleet for the last couple years, but I've never been exposed to any of their music. And I'd be lying to you if I told you I thought Greta Van Fleet was like one chick and not a band.
Yeah,
so
I thought it was a chick.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna.
Everybody.
I thought I was gonna get Atlantis Morissette.
Yeah. I thought it was gonna be like a metal band, but it actually caught me off guard. So Monty, what do you think of the artwork for Greta Van Fleet's Army of the Peaceful Anthem of the Peaceful Army?
I actually really like this artwork, especially in context with who the band is. And the artwork itself even shows the you can see the army. You might not have seen it when you looked at it initially. If you look way in the background, you see the army forming deep in the background between the two suns or the two moons, whatever the fuck those are. But this art is the side of the van.
Yes, it is. This is the side of the van. Oh shit, you're right.
This art is perfect.
That listened to way too much Rush.
Yeah,
and paints the side of his van to look like
which
right.
This art
you can listen to too much Rush.
You can. Are you that guy, Grampy? Are you that guy? Look, we rehearsed a few songs together. You might be that guy. All right. It's cool though. Rush isn't bad. I'm fine with Rush. But no, this is the van. But with that being said, knowing that about this art and then hearing them, it says one thing. This band knows who the fuck they are. Mm-hmm. And to me, that gives them points. It's like, we know what music we're making. We know what year we're in. Fuck it. We're going to do it anyway. And that's Greta Van Fleet. This artwork sums up this band, especially when you find out it's a new artist and you see this on a shelf. You're like, oh shit, this is the van art. I know what I'm getting. And that's what you get. So I love the art. What'd you think of the production, Hannibal?
Okay, so I like the production. I like the production, but I'm about to talk shit about it though.
Okay.
Because the band is, just like I said, it's two guitar players, it's a drummer and a bass player, right?
Yeah.
And the album does not deviate from that that structure for the most part.
Okay.
So they use the very similar guitars, very similar bass lines, very similar drum patterns. And what happens is, over the course of the project, a lot of these songs, because they're using the same instrumentation, it starts to blend together. Yeah. Like this song sounds like these two songs, and then those two songs sound like this song. So again, it's not bad because it works for them. And if you execute it right, then nobody cares, and they executed it right.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough.
So that's it. But yeah, that's it. There's certain songs on here where I was like, oh man, I love this song. And I'm like, oh man, did I put the album on random? Did it come on again? Oh no, this is a different song that sounds just like that song that I just listened to. Okay. Got
Fair enough. And I'll pass the next question on to Grampy. Any standout tracks on this?
Not offhand. I mean, I enjoyed the entire thing. If I would have known that, I would have kept better notes.
Oh, it's fine.
I was expecting so much more.
Well, what did you think of the album overall then?
The album overall, first of all, I had never heard of him. I may have heard the name, but I thought that sounded like an Alanis Morissette or Adele or some, and not that it's just, so it would be something I wouldn't necessarily even look at because just of that name. I don't know. It wouldn't appeal to me. So I wasn't expecting much. When I first heard the first song, I didn't know if it was a male or female singing. But I thought it was pretty cool. And then I started listening to it, realized what it was. I saw their stage presence, the way they sounded. I could put And sure, some of the songs are better than others, and some of them have a bit of a pattern to them, which isn't a bad thing, right?
Yeah.
If it works, you know. And a lot of something like this, to me, it's not a single; it's an album, more of a compilation. It's not. It's not going to be like play. Oh, this is our big hit song, which is what I like about bands like that. You know. I could picture myself honestly, and I told you this earlier. I could picture myself honestly with headphones on or listening to closing my eyes, right, and being 16 and listening to this on a stereo record player. It's like Led Zeppelin-ish. They're not copying Led Zeppelin. There's a lot of style to it. A lot of presentation, the way it's presented. And the guy hits it like spot on. I mean, I was like impressed as fuck, you know.
There are stretches of this project where it's like I feel like, oh, I can hear the Jimmy Page, I can hear the Robert Plant there. I can hear the shades of I can hear those shades of Zeppelin
influences.
In there. Absolutely.
And I was gonna get into that when I go into
which
it.
goes back to things recycled, right? And everything goes through. So a lot of things, a lot of bands, a lot of styles that 15 years ago you couldn't get people to listen to anymore. I mean, people didn't listen to what I listen to anymore. People are listening to more of a metal. I mean, not that it's becoming more acceptable. A lot of bands that were like done because everything gets nostalgic, right? And I like seeing influences like that, you know. The way they looked on stage. I was watching some live, and a band that moves like that sounds
Grampy
like
Lobster
that.
did his fucking homework. Keep going, dude. Keep going.
I'd fucking watch. I'd watch that. You know, I mean, they're playing rock and roll. That they're playing a style. You know, and when people talk about, oh, it sounds the same. You know, a lot of bands, a lot of their songs sound the same. But you know, and you can say that, but it's a you know. It's a style, it's something, you know, but it's also a band that tries different things, you know. Goes in different directions. I mean, Led Zeppelin, I don't think they did the same album twice, you know, for the most part, you know. But it just I listen to that, I'd go see everything, you know. I mean, I also remember I never saw Led Zeppelin, but back in them days, tickets for concerts were a fucking lot cheaper. I mean, for what people spend for a concert now, you could go to like a festival, you know, and get bus fare, and probably food to eat, you know. Maybe even a hotel.
Monty, what are your standouts on this album?
I've got some, but do you want to take it first? I'll let you take it first.
Oh, yeah, I'll go first. Okay, that's very nice of you to Monty's not usually that.
It's because you seem so upset with this episode going. I'm going to extend a paintbrush. I don't have an olive branch, but I got a paintbrush to extend to you, Hannibal. Because I always have a paintbrush close to me.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. Well, I enjoyed. It's a little suspicious there. I'm not sure what he's up to right now. He's up to something. He's over there scheming right now, drinking his whiskey like a scheming schemer. So.
It's all right. It's all right. What did you think, Hannibal? What are your standouts?
So,
what are your favorites?
I actually enjoyed a lot. I enjoyed the majority of this album. I enjoyed The New Day. I enjoyed You're the One. Lover Leaver and the Lover Leaver Taker Believer song towards the back. I enjoyed When the Curtains Fall and Brave New World.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
You listed all mine.
Yeah, those are my standout tracks. I thoroughly enjoyed this project. Like the first half of this album sounds like a Dodge Ram commercial. Like the first half of this album sounds like Iron Man 2, at the beginning of Iron Man 2 when he jumps out the plane and he falls into like that TED Talk or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's just like where they were playing all that AC/DC music, back then. That's what the first half of this album sounds like, and I like it. I like that feel. I like that energy. I like that style of music, and to find out that these are like fairly young guys making this kind of old school hard rock blues influence kind of music is dope. I thought that was incredible. The second half of the album where it gets a little bit folkier, I didn't like as much. But the first half of the project, it plays to all their strengths. It's a dope project, and I think it's definitely worth listening to.
Yeah,
and Brave New World, and When the Curtains Fall, when the curtain falls, are probably my two favorite on the project. But there's like 3 songs that sound like When the Curtain Falls before it gets to that, but it's like each one is slightly better than the one before. Like, oh, this song is really good. Oh, this sounds like the last song, but it's slightly better. Oh, this song sounds like the last 2 songs, but it's better than both of them. Oh, then When the Curtain Falls. And it's like, oh, yeah, you got it.
Yeah. This is what it's supposed to sound like. No,
yeah,
I get it.
This sounds like this album sounds like I should go get a truck with the towing capacity like something that can tow like 5 other trucks, through in the middle of a desert. You know what I'm saying? That's what this music sounds like to me.
Okay. All right.
And
what do you got?
They look good and they sound good live.
Yeah.
And that's the one thing that a lot of times bands back years ago didn't happen to always do when they went live, because they were, that was before drugs were bad for you.
Yeah.
A lot of bands were historically pretty bad, like live, but yeah, I was shocked by like the age. The guys look, the singer, the lead singer, or I guess the only guy that sings, I guess, but looking at him, he just looks like he was meant for that. That was supposed to be his job. He looks the part. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They
you look at
like
him and you go, what else would this guy be doing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They look like this band.
He's animated, and watching their live shit too. They sound good live. They sound like they do in the studio for the most part, which, can both be good and bad, with bands. But yeah, I like a band that sounds like they do live, like they do in the studio. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, I want to be entertained,
All right. Fair enough. And look, before we go into the next segment, I'll just say what I thought about it. Like, Grampy Lobster, you and Hannibal summed up everything, all the standout songs I had. I can't name anything else as standouts. Everything else was good. I kind of feel the same way. But I feel something a little bit more. Grampy Lobster kind of touched on it. There was, like, when I heard him, I heard this vibe of, like, this almost Led Zeppelin vibe, which made me think, when I started breaking them down, I heard, or I thought of Blind Melon. Like, Blind Melon, when Blind Melon came out, Blind Melon was a band that had heard Led Zeppelin, and you could obviously hear the Led Zeppelin influence.
Right.
And Greta Van Fleet, to me, said the same thing. But with Greta Van Fleet, instead of being like Shannon Hoon with the rest of Blind Melon going, we all love Led Zeppelin. Let's use them as a major influence in our sound. Greta Van Fleet said, we all love Led Zeppelin. Fuck it. Let's make the next Led Zeppelin album.
Yeah.
That's what they tried to do. And I think they did a good job. Maybe they might not have hit the mark with that, but this is all my thoughts on what I heard. I hear a band that sounds so much like Led Zeppelin that I think they're trying to be Led Zeppelin, which brings me to this. With songs like Black Dog, Kashmir, The Immigrant Song, A Whole Lot of Love, and Stairway to Heaven. Led Zeppelin is one of those bands that means a lot to all of us.
No. Stop it.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know, when you're an old man like myself, you know, when you're an old man like myself and you remember things like Led Zeppelins, you know, not the balloons in the sky that them Nazis had, but the Led Zeppelins that sang on a studio and played their own goddamn instruments, mind you, back then.
Hannibal.
Wireless bullshit. Well, if you get to be my age and things like that are happening and you're reminiscing a little bit, you know, we like to introduce Oops, I Shorted Myself hand sanitizer. Because, ladies and gentlemen, we've all trusted one too many parts in our life. It's what you do when it happens what matters the most. Remember.
You guys are really trying to push. They are really trying to push a musical right now. They are really trying to push a song right now. And I just look. Even the best musicals, like when I went and saw Les Mis, I was like, man, this is like when Anne Hathaway sings the big song right in the beginning of the movie. I was like, man, this shit is fantastic. Like she really like knocked this shit out the fucking park. I never want to see Les Mis again. I saw it that one time, and that was it.
Yeah, but see, Hannibal, you just interrupted "Fly Zeppelin Fly." That was one of the best songs that me and Grampy put together. Like that was a good song. That was a good song. And you just stopped.
There was air guitar riffs and everything.
Yeah.
Oh.
Fly Zeppelin Fly. You missed it. The moment's gone now. We can't do it. We can't do it again. But, you know, now I guess I'll go to the second question, which is what's eating Hannibal? Is there anything eating Hannibal?
Yes. Something is eating Hannibal. But I'm not going to talk about this episode.
Shit on everything else already.
Yeah. So here you go.
You've destroyed the entire. So what else is bothering you?
Yeah. Here we go. Play his intro, Zoe.
My God.
Imitated but never duplicated.
Yeah, that's it. Original gangster.
Women drivers, people who talk during the movie, customers who cannot make up their mind while ordering food.
They shit on LA, they shit on Chicago, they shit on Miami, they shit on New Jersey.
New Yorkers, Atlanta Falcon fans, possibly people from Alaska.
They hate Canadians, they hate the South, they hate the rain, they hate the snow, they hate murder, they hate crime, they hate fucking everything. They hate the Knicks when they're winning, they hate the Knicks when they're losing.
Indecisive morons, blithering idiots, humans. These people have formed a burning question. What is grinding Hannibal's gears?
Dun, 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 dun. Also, I see Pimp Monk is in the chat right now.
What's up,
going
Pimp?
on, Pimp? And hey, Pimp, just to let you know, Monty and I are Team Pimp Monk.
Yes.
So you know.
Yes. Look, Pimp Monk knows me, Grampy Lobster, and Pimp Monk. We have a song called, It Ain't Easy, and featuring Pimp Monk.
You want it? Yeah. What? You're not even going to play that song?
No,
it's a tribute to Pimp Monk.
Yeah. It's called It Ain't Easy.
That was the reason that.
See, y'all should have called it
We
Pimpin' Aid. At the very
we
least.
knew Pimp Monks needed to be cheered up.
Yeah.
We knew some things were going on and everything like that.
Yeah.
We've been practicing a musical number.
Yeah. Yeah, and we came up with a song called "It Ain't Easy," and I was like, hey, Grampy, why don't we get Pimp to feature on this, and he can just express himself. And Pimp Monk goes in on it. Like,
it was a good feel good song. Pimp Monk even plays guitar.
Yeah, we got him queued up in Skype. Like, if you let the song play out, you would hear Pimp Monk on guitar, and then he sings a little bit. Pimp Monk has the voice of an angel.
It was. I would put it on par with like Whitney Houston's "Star Spangled Banner" at the Super Bowl with his voice.
Yeah. So anyway, what's eating Hannibal? What's eating Hannibal?
This is what's eating Hannibal right here. This is what's eating Hannibal right here. This is going on. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna do it because see, Monty made me. I got real annoyed and I changed my what's eating Hannibal on the 100th episode, and I'm not gonna do that right now.
Okay.
You know. But we are team Pimp Monk. Just want you to know that.
Yes, we are team Pimp Monk. We are.
You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, I'm trying to get the musical out my head now. So, all right. So, as I'm in my tenure driving, Uber and Lyft,
You ever seen Pimp Monks in spandex? Pretty hot.
Oh, see, you're trying to throw him off. Let him get through it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Let's get it. I don't want to picture that.
Okay, here we go. All right. So over the last couple of weeks of me driving, in the last really month and a half, so about the last 6 weeks of me driving Uber and Lyft, before the coronavirus got really, really big and started spreading all over and contaminating the entire planet, I was one of the first people that Monty knew, and Monty can verify this, that was freaking out about this shit. Like, as it was leaving China, I was like, yeah, man, I can't sleep. I think this is about to be a big-ass thing, and I'm a little nervous about this, that. So over the last couple of weeks, I've been absorbing all this information, and as I'm picking up customers, my life has become one giant what's eating Hannibal rant, because every day I end up fussing at people about the coronavirus, like educating them, taking their dumbass myths and ideas and shit, and just throwing all that shit in the trash. So like, some of the common stuff that I would hear is like, I had this one girl get in the car one day and she was like, oh, did you ever notice that every year, like, she didn't think the virus was serious, and she was like, well, did you ever notice that every time there's a major election in the United States, every time there's a major election, there's also every time there's an election in the United States, there's also a virus outbreak. And I was like, you dumb cunt. There's elections every goddamn year in the United States. Like, you can't just, like, you might only vote once every 4 years, but they have gubernatorial elections, there are mayoral elections, there are Senate elections, congressional elections. Like, there are elections all the goddamn time.
Yeah.
So to try to draw that correlation from a meme you saw on Instagram is ridiculous. Stop sharing that shit like it's fucking facts if you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, right? But push that on the side. Yesterday, I had a customer who was explaining to me that the 5G towers are what are causing the coronavirus. That all of these people that there are these towers, the reason that they want to institute stay-at-home quarantines is that they're putting up these 5G towers, and these 5G towers is giving everybody the coronavirus. I was like, how does the tower give you a virus? He was like, well, because the 4G towers put out 150 radiation, but the 5G towers put out 1,500 radiation.
What?
Yeah, exactly. What is the correct answer? Also, I see Shabisky in the chat. What's going on, Shabisky? My favorite pothead hanging out with us.
Hey, Shabisky.
Yes.
You know what? I know. All right. And just so like, and then he went into this long conspiracy theory about the government is trying to shut us down and population control and 5G LTE service and stuff like that. And I was like, man, where are you getting your information from? Facebook. Of course it's from Facebook, right? But of all the things that I've talked about and to our lovely producer Zoe, not now, but cue up the Instagram clip I sent you, so we can get into that in a second. Of all the people that I've had in my car over the last couple of weeks to talk about the coronavirus, there was this one woman who was the top of the food chain. She was the worst of the worst. Okay, she was the lowest of the low. She got it the most. Like it was amazing. So it was a couple weeks ago, and I'm on the phone. It's like I'm on the phone with E Green. As a matter of fact, it's like 3 a.m. And I just dropped a woman off that worked at Wells Fargo, right? She worked at a Wells Fargo call center, dropped her off, got on the phone with E Green, and we're talking and shit, and we're talking about all of the myths and the stupid shit that people believe concerning the coronavirus. A lot of people don't know E Green works for the CDC, so I get like in hand, I learn a lot, from him and just reading and stuff like that. So we're talking. Just, we're talking about all the dumb shit that people believe in, and I get a hit to pick up this woman, and I'm like, hey, E, I'll call you back once I drop her off. So it's like 3-4 o'clock in the morning, and this very attractive older black lady comes out, right? And she's like, gotta be late 40s, older 50s, and she's dolled up, right? Like she's just leaving a house party, okay? There's a bunch of people partying in his house, and she's leaving so she can go home. Now, this was a short ride. This was a short 5-minute ride. She gets in my car, and as we're driving, I tell her, the woman I just dropped off before you works at Wells Fargo, and her job is still got her working. And she was like, yeah, my job still has me working too. I said, oh, what do you do? She said, I work at a cannery, like a factory that makes canned goods. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense. You guys would be essential employees.
Yeah.
And she was like, well, that's not all I do. I also have a daycare that I run out of my house. And I was like, interesting. You run a daycare. I said, so let me ask you this question. Since the coronavirus pandemic has started, how has that affected your business? And she said, actually, business has been great. Ever since the coronavirus has started, I have more kids than ever before. I have more business because a lot of these parents still have to work and they don't have anybody to watch their kids. So boom, they got me, I'm watching their kids. And I'm like, oh, wow. And so the next question I asked her was, are you concerned that one of these kids might get sick and then come to the daycare and end up infecting all the other kids? And this is what she said, okay? God strike me down. I am not exaggerating. This is what she said. This is exactly how it went. Oh, and wait. So first of all, when I asked her that question, I was like, are you concerned about any kids getting sick? This is what she said next, right? It's super weird. I was like, are you concerned about any kids getting sick and then coming and infecting all the other kids? And she said no, because all our kids are like family. And then she stopped talking, as if that was an acceptable answer to what I had asked, right? She was like, oh yeah, all our kids are like family.
Viruses don't care if you're related. You didn't know that?
Thank you. But I sat there in silence for a couple minutes, right? And then I guess she realized that I was waiting for her to say more. And she was like, oh, we're also taking very strict preventative measures. Now, this is what she said, all right? I am not making this up. This is what she said. She said they're taking very strict preventative measures to make sure no one got sick. And I said, oh, what preventative measures are you taking? And she said, when the kids come in, what we do is we boil some water, and then we toss in some lemons and some onions, and we let them inhale the steam. And that kills the coronavirus. The heat.
What?
That's what she said. She said she boils some water, And I asked her, I said, wait, huh? She said, we boil some water. She said it with more intensity the second time. We boil some water. We put some lemons and some onions in it. We inhale the steam, and that kills the coronavirus. The heat. And I was like, ma'am, I got friends that work at the CDC. I got friends that work at FEMA, Department of Homeland Security. I got various friends and family that work in the medical industry. And my sister is married to a geneticist. I have never heard that lemons and onion water, when boiled, kills the coronavirus. Where did you hear this? I'm so curious. And she looked at me with the quiet confidence of a pastor's wife. And she said, I Googled it.
Wow.
I was, what? I was like, Googled it where? And she said, from Google. Like, she got offended with me for checking her sources. I wanted to see this bitch's bibliography. And she was like, and she got upset with me for asking the question.
All of Google, Hannibal. What are you talking about?
Now, here's the thing. So after that, I ended up posting this shit on Facebook. I posted it in the Uber and Lyft forum that I'm in, and I posted it on my personal page, right?
Yeah.
And I of course I got a lot of people that was laughing that thought that shit was hilarious, but surprisingly, there were way too many people that was like, yeah, that shit's true. That shit works. Now, to our lovely producer Zoe, could you load the video, please, and play that for the shitheads?
Here we go.
All right, guys, in this video, I'm going to show you how you can kill the coronavirus before it even gets to your lungs. Shout out to Rasayana from Facebook for showing this remedy. So you're going to need some citrus pills. You're going to boil that in some hot water and let it boil for 15 minutes. What you're going to do next is you're going to sit your face over the boiling water and you're going to breathe in that steam as much as you can bear for about 15 to 20 minutes. When people are getting tested for the coronavirus, they take a cotton swab and shove it all the way to the back of the nasal cavity, and it's very uncomfortable, but the virus likes to hang out there because it's a colder part of the body. Breathing in that steam directly into the nasal cavity and through the airways makes it a temperature to where that virus cannot survive. This video is me day 2 of doing this. If y'all would have seen me day 1, I was a whole different person.
That looks
I had
like
a fever of 100.8. I
That's
had
not
an
me.
intense migraine, body aches. It was just a horrible, horrible day. But I noticed immediate relief when I did this. Day 3, I have absolutely no symptoms. So whether it was the virus or not, whatever it was, it's gone. And I feel like more people should know about this. So share this so we can save some lives.
Stop.
So in other words, he did a really shitty version of a vaporizer. He had the sniffles.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
But he was too stupid to.
Hold on. Now wait. Check this out. Because I'm look. All right. So I'm on my Facebook page right now. Okay. And there's this one girl that says, I heard a New York doctor say the same thing last night, that you can breathe in warm air from a hairdryer and it heats up your sinus cavity and will kill the coronavirus. Right. Another person, this is a very basic breathing treatment. The acid in the lemon changes the pH of the steam to make it antiviral, right? Hold on. Wait, there's another one. I got a bunch of these. Steaming does prevent it, the virus from progressing. Hold up. There's another one. There's a lot of people. This person says, there's merit to this. Actually, the virus works by blocking up the lungs with thick mucus, right? Hold up. Here's another dude that says, well, this is a known fact for many of the strains of flu out there. Steam therapy is one of the fastest ways to kill off the flu virus. And my favorite comment of all, this dude said, hold on, I got to read the whole thing. And he wrote this thing in all caps, by the way. It's actually true and real. All y'all tripping because Yeen did not a drop of research and spooked by what CNN tells you. Hashtag pussies. Hashtag hot lemon water. Hashtag don't believe it then, bitch. Hashtag take the vaccine. Hashtag and die. Don't be pawns your whole life. The fuck you think we survived this long? The FDA and the CDC. Hashtag tighten up with a bunch of laughing face emojis. Let me tell y'all something. Hannibal the Beat Animal doesn't have any kids. But if I had some kids and my kids was at this bitch's daycare, I would pull my kids out of it immediately. All right. Be careful who you let watch your kids. There's a lot of people that believe some dumbass remedies out here. And like I had a dude today tell me about he said, oh yeah, people don't know zinc kills the coronavirus. All you gotta do is take you some zinc pills every day and you'll be good to go.
Yeah. No.
He was like, yeah, man, just all you gotta do is just get you some zinc. And he said zinc and seltzer water. He said get you some Schweppes seltzer water and some zinc, and it will kill the coronavirus.
Nope.
And I was like, bro, I just like look. And here's the thing. Hey, look, because I know a lot of y'all might be like, oh yeah, these is Trump supporters and this and that. No, look, I know black people, I know white people, I know rich people, I know poor people, I know smart people, I know dumb people. I know like liberals and conservatives. I know a lot of people that believe this bullshit right now. Okay? And I'm like, they really believe that 100,000 people have died on the planet Earth because they didn't think to make some bad soup and inhale the steam. Okay? No, stop it. Stop telling people that shit is going to save your life. All right? Because if boiling lemons and onions or orange peels was enough to kill the coronavirus, you think all these fucking doctors would be out here dying? No. Stop pushing that bullshit. That's what's eating Hannibal, all right? Stop, like, people, like, that bitch is what's eating Hannibal.
All right. Well, I guess that's as good enough as any as a setup to go into the next segment. Yeah. That was a great What's Eating Hannibal. Fuck those people. Yeah. So let's just.
I just read some of the comments on the page. Look, if you guys really want to see it, get on Facebook, add me as a friend. You can check out the post. It is intense. It is absolute. Like, it is ridiculous how much shit. And on the Facebook forum, it's even worse. The amount of people that's like, but that's true though. That does work.
Yeah.
And it was like, like one dude said in one of the posts.
And Antonovich said Jeff Holiday would have been perfect for this segment. He would have. Take your plunger points for knowing, for playing musical guests and knowing how to shuffle guests to the places where they will work best. Good job, Antonovich. And we're still going to talk about that album that we listened to with you.
Yeah, look, and there was a bunch of people in the Facebook forum all just being like, but it's true, that does work. And one dude said, he was like, yeah, man, people, in the Caribbean islands have been doing this shit for years. They don't rely on man-made medicine. They rely on the earth, to give them the sustenance they need, and they'll inhale this steam, and that's why people in the islands don't get the coronavirus. I was like, my nigga, people in the islands die at like 45. What the fuck?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This should not be your measuring stick for great health.
No.
Fuck out of here. This shit's ridiculous.
Yeah, y'all are fucking up. But I am more curious about this coronavirus killing soup. So
I like soup.
Yeah. I'm gonna lead us into our next segment. Like, I want to ask a question to Hannibal. Grampy Lobster.
Yes.
What kind of soups do you guys like? I mean, I like a good chicken noodle soup.
Chicken noodles, fine.
Or even a beef broth. Soup is great. We can all enjoy soup. Soup was put here on the earth for all of us to love. Wouldn't you agree?
Tomato basil.
Hannibal, how about you?
Was it grilled
I'm not
cheese
doing it.
sandwich?
No, I'm not doing this. I'm not playing along.
You missed a cue.
I'm not doing it.
You weren't in time, Hannibal.
No,
cut
I'm not doing it.
Hannibal wasn't in time, Joey. He
I'm not
wasn't.
doing it.
You missed the cue. You missed the cue.
Oh my God. Stop trying to force me into a musical. Also, we have 55 people watching. We have 49 likes. Let's go ahead and make the amount of people watching the show match the amount of likes that we have on the show.
Yeah. And look, while y'all do that, just roll into the next segment. Play the intro. Hannibal's not cooperating, Zoe. Just play the intro.
At all.
FlyingZombies.com, Blog Talk Radio, and Team MFN proudly present Hannibal and Monty's Action News with L. Damon on Sports.
Wow.
The man on the street. Meteorologist, scientist Mel on weather. And Hannibal and Monty's action news anchors, Hannibal and Monty. And now, here's lead anchor Monty with Monty's important shit.
You see this? I'm so fucked up from Hannibal not cooperating. I didn't get to do my wardrobe change.
Well, that was a good use for the band that we hired, though.
I know. Yeah. I mean, like, I'm still here. I don't have a tie on. I don't have my jacket on. You know what, Zoe, give me my jacket.
I brought my scarf. You know, I got.
There we go. Here we go. I'm just gonna throw it on right here. Here we go.
That's a badass jacket, though. I'd never not say it. That is an awesome jacket.
Oh, I love this jacket. Charles O. Anderson. Look him up. He's
I would
New Orleans
rob
native.
you on the street for that jacket.
Look, I know the guy that makes them. He's great.
I'm also a very poor man.
Hey, look, Grampy Lobster, robbing people on the street is black people. You're culturally appropriating our shit right now. That belongs to us. You can't take that.
Yeah, we rob people on the street. But anyway.
Sometimes the Latinos, but never you guys.
But anyway, since Hannibal brought up that wonderful story about soup and didn't play along.
Skeptical Jesus called it the Bukkake jacket.
Yes. Okay, I'll take it. It's still awesome.
Give Skeptical Jesus plunger points.
Here you go. So, there we go. Since Hannibal had that What's Eating Hannibal about the lady making weird soup for her daycare, I decided to construct my important shit about disgusting soups from around the world. So I have 4 disgusting soups in front of me right now, but one of them I made up. Your job is to figure out which one is the one I made up. So I will list them all, and then I'll give y'all 30 seconds to figure out which one is fake. So there you go, Zoe, 30 seconds. So the first soup I have on my list is goat's fur soup. The soup made of a goat's fur.
Okay, that sounds terrible. I ran into some goats last night in downtown Atlanta. That's a very interesting story. I'll save for later.
Save it. The next one is duck blood soup. Soup made from the blood of a duck. Obvious. It's right there.
Okay.
And then there is bird's nest soup. Self-explanatory. And then fish sperm soup. Which is made from fish sperm. Those are our 4 soups. One of them I made up.
Okay, so one of those is fake. 3 of them. All right, how many plunger points are we giving those shitheads if they get it right? Grampy Lobster, you pick a number from between 1 and 100.
Pick a number.
Okay. Let me write it down. I gotta. Let me see. Oh, this will dox me if I.
All right. What's your number?
Okay. I have it written down.
Okay, you have it written.
Okay. But he's going to reveal it to us.
All right. So plunger points will be revealed. Okay, so start the timer. Start it right now. Okay, when this is done, your options are goat's fur, duck blood, bird's nest soup, and fish sperm soup. So
the music is way too loud.
Yeah. Can you bump it down a bit, Zoe?
It's like literally.
Oh yeah, it's all the way up there. A little bit more. There we go. All right, that's the spot.
All right, two guns. All right, okay. Let's see. Antonovich is last.
All right, Antonovich is last. Now we can discuss this a bit. Which do y'all think is real or fake?
Goat's fur, bird's nest, duck blood, and fish sperm.
Yes.
Ugh. I want fish sperm to be the fake one, so I'm just gonna hope it's that one because that sounds awful.
Okay.
I gagged when I heard that. It's like I used to work at a Chinese restaurant, and then they would serve like fish head soup, and it was a weird thing when you were eating the soup and the fish is looking at you just like its last face was like, oh shit, I'm dead now.
Yeah. Yeah. See, that's what Hannibal wants. What about you, Grampy Lobster? What do you think? What do you think is fake?
It's not the duck blood. Okay,
there was goat's fur, duck blood, bird's nest, and fish sperm.
And they're all 2-syllable soups too, which is very peculiar.
Bird's nest.
Bird's nest? Okay.
All right. He's going bird's nest. I'm going fish sperm.
All right. Well, let's
come on, fish sperm.
Let's reveal what we got. Zoe, what's the first one? Oh, I can't see it from here. All right, you're gonna have to scroll through it. Pull it up on the screen. Put us up. Here we go. What do we got? Strangest food I ever ate. Shakiro. Scroll up. Shirako. Oh yeah, this is the fish sperm. Okay. I remember because I had to look this up. Shirako is basically fish cum, and you can get soup. You can get soup out of that.
First off, shout out to whoever's jerking off those fish so they can get this soup. That person is dedicated. All right. Yeah. This is some good ass soup.
There's probably the local fish sperm bank, where fish can deposit their sperm to get,
Yeah. It's like,
yeah, I guess.
Yeah, it's like, you ever made a fish come to get some soup, nigga?
Man, what if you were stuck on an island and the only way you could eat is making fish come?
I don't know. I'd put on the fucking high heels and the fucking fish stockings.
I guess I gotta be a sexy fish today.
I'd get to working,
All right.
Kilo says they ain't jerking them for it, buddy. How are they getting? You know what?
They just cut them open.
But you know what? I want to know. How are they getting the fish sperm?
They cut them open and pull out the sperm sac, like the sac of. Yeah.
Oh man. So you mean it's gross and violent gross?
Yeah.
Oh, that's trash, man.
Yeah, it's violent. So
they just out here neutering fish, man. It's some bullshit.
Yeah.
They don't show you that on Finding Nemo. They left that part out.
Yeah, they completely left that part out. Here's the next real one. What do we got, Zoe? This says
bird's nest soup.
Close that ad. Bird's nest soup is an expensive delicacy and is weird.
Sure it is.
Yeah.
White people. Not eating that shit. Wait, hold on. What's in it? Does it list the ingredients? What does it say?
Scroll a little bit. What do we have? Wait, what does that say? The high cost of bird. I don't have my glasses on, so it's
bird's nest soup comes from the dangerous retrieval process of the nests and the painstaking clearing they go through to become safe to eat. Scroll down some more, Zoe.
Right, here we go.
Let's see.
Nope, keep going. There's a picture
of
it.
That just doesn't look good.
That doesn't look good at all. I can't read the rest of that.
It says
for the Chinese cooking has been home to one of the grossest expansive delicacies in the world. Bird's nest soup made from edible bird's nest called the caviar of the East. Is extremely rare and extremely valuable.
What?
The main ingredient of the meat of this. Jesus.
Wait. Yeah, it's made from edible bird's nests called the you read that.
Edible,
the main ingredient of the nests of the swiftlet bird costs anywhere from $25,000 to $10,000 per kilogram.
Who the fuck wants to eat that?
Resulting in a single bowl of soup that will set you back anywhere from, what is that, $30 to $100 per bowl of soup.
Reno said, human and other hairs, twigs, and other bullshit they can savage as your seasoning in the soup.
Yes. So
Birds,
yes,
like they just grab shit off the ground and then they build a house out of it. And somebody's like, man, I want to eat that.
Well, I do have a can of haggis here, Scottish haggis, that expired back in 2000.
And Lusty McButt said, eating shit like this causes coronavirus. Yes.
Look, give him plunger points for that, please. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah, that's so nasty. Jeez, fuck. There's nothing else you can eat. You know what I mean? I mean, I get it in certain parts, of the country where, people eat different parts of like of the pig that they don't eat in certain other parts, and some people think it's, but they're eat and so when you start eating like a fucking bird's nest, or like fish ejaculate, fish sperm,
Wait. Phil Oliver Hole said, "You don't want the $30 one. I'm sure it's not cleaned as good, clean like the good stuff."
Yeah, I guess when you get that $25,000 bowl of bird nest soup, it's just like, yeah, that's the one. That's the good one. You're getting the good stuff right there.
Yeah. Oh, looky here. Look what they got on the menu there, Margaret.
Oh my God, that is insane. I think about like certain birds, like the harpy eagle, and you trying to like get like the harpy eagle like just eats like whole monkeys. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to imagine somebody trying to take something from its nest and then being like, and yet what if that shit is delicious? We're talking shit, but what if that shit is the best soup you ever had in your life?
I'm not gonna find out. I'm not. Gonna find out.
Me neither.
Yeah, and look, we got 2 left.
How do you know you don't like it if you don't try it?
Yeah, look, we've had this conversation. We're not getting back into it because we're running close.
All right. So what do we got left? What are the last 2?
We got 2 left. We got duck blood and goat fur. So now that we've gone this far, Hannibal, Grampy Lobster, which do y'all think is the fake one?
Goat fur.
Goat fur?
I'm going duck blood.
Duck blood?
Because that sounds like the one. If I had to guess which one of those Monty made up, I would guess that Monty made up duck blood.
Okay.
I would, because that sounds like.
Well, I've heard of blood pudding, and
yeah. See? See? All right, let's
see.
Zoe.
Monty's just a filthy liar. So he just, I think I got, because I saw his reaction when I said duck blood, and I feel like I got it right this time. So
all right. You want some music to express why you feel you're right?
No.
Okay. All right. Just checking.
I mean, because we have a number that we rehearsed.
Yeah.
For a situation.
Yeah.
Just like this.
Yeah.
It's kind of emotional.
Yeah.
Can we bring the lights down a little bit?
Yeah. The lights go down. It's
the spotlight.
Yeah. It's simply called Birds, Hannibal.
Oh, wait a minute. The guy with the guitar left already. It would be the same.
Oh, yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, we can't do Birds without him. All right. We'll just Zoe. Which one is real? There you go.
Duck or goose blood. Holy shit.
There you go.
Is it really made out of their blood?
Yes, it's made out of duck or goose blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But why? Why is this something that you're into?
Look, Zoe's got the recipe. Do you see it there? Does it show it?
Yeah. What does it say? I can't see it.
Yeah, there it is.
Of blood from a freshly killed goose or duck, half a cup of vinegar, 3 pounds of duck parts or goose parts, or 3 pounds of blanched pork neck bones.
It sounds like you just making McNuggets. That's what that sounds like.
Except for
10
the blood.
cups of water.
Yeah.
A bay leaf.
Yeah, and Lusty McButt said sounds foul. So, get your plunger points.
Salt for taste and pepper for taste.
Yeah.
And at that point, you're like, oh yeah, we might want to put a little bit of salt and pepper on it. Because it's the law.
This duck blood is real bland right now. I could use some lemon pepper seasoning in this.
It's a culinary felony if you don't put salt and pepper to taste.
And Skeptical Ginger said a freshly squeezed duck. Get your plunger points for that too.
Get the plunger. And who got squeezed the duck?
American Night says, "What if the duck or goose has hepatitis or HIV? You're fucked." Look, you don't want to get duck AIDS, all right? That's a whole different level of AIDS.
Yeah, but you know what? Those ducks with AIDS, they need your thoughts and prayers and your blankets as well, because ducks are they're people too.
Yeah.
So
And I'm cooking duck blood soup this Sunday. Any shithead that wants my address, hit me up in private. Come on over, have some duck blood soup. Hannibal, you coming?
No, I'm not coming. I will not. I don't want duck blood soup. Like, that's one of those things where, like, somebody would have to just give it to me and be like, try this. And I'm like, what is it? And they say, just try it. And I eat it. And I'm like, man, this could use a little salt, but it's pretty good. What is this? You just go to the kitchen, they got Daisy Duck, they just hanging that bitch from a noose. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes you don't want to know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And sometimes I don't really give a shit. As long as it's, you know what I mean? Like, I always hate when people say things like, I can't believe you eat sausage. You know what's in sausage? You know what's in hot dogs?
Don't fucking know.
Deliciousness. That's what's in
it. You know what's
like, so they grind up some raccoon hoof and some and some horse beak and some duck snout. Yeah, they just grind it all up, and and look, that's what it is. All right, it's delicious. Leave it alone.
Leave my scrapple alone.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna eat it. You put some chili and some cheddar on that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great way to have it.
You know how they make that? Fuck off.
You know what I'm saying? Look, just all you gotta do is they grind up the horse humps. You know what I'm saying? And just fucking
the
goose
Have you
fur.
seen that video how they make hot dogs and sausage?
Yeah.
Shut up.
Shut
up. It doesn't bother me. Doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah. So now I guess.
Hypothesis asked. I'm sorry. He says he's asking, instead of me being if I won't eat duck blood soup, would I eat duck crip soup instead?
Wow, that is so. That I don't know. In this day and age, in this climate, that we live in, the tensions that we live in, I think that might have been close to crossing the line of maybe trying to incite some sort of riff in the side chat that some people that might be and I don't know.
Yeah, trying to start some gang violence there where it's not necessary.
Side chat gang violence. You know?
Yeah. Don't start the violence. So that brings me to a point where it's like hang on, here it comes. There we go. It makes me want to talk about things. Sometimes in this world, some things are fair, and we were just talking about ducks. So some things are foul. So it leads us to a segment. One of the segments of our show where we discuss these things.
Can we just go to fair or foul, please? Can we just go into fair or foul?
You want to skip the song?
Story?
Like
it's a rumble scene.
Me and Grampy Lobster wrote a fair or foul song because we were like, it'd be great if we sang the fair or foul intro. You don't want to hear that? You just want to hear the fair or foul intro?
Just fair or foul. Let's just do fair or foul, okay? This is what's fair or foul. You're doing a whole torture episode without letting me know that you were doing.
This is not a torture episode. This is.
Oh, I am being tortured right now. You guys.
Hey, watch your words, language. Watch your words, Hannibal. Because people are like, if you torture Hannibal, I am not torturing Hannibal.
I feel like I'm being tortured right now. Just saying.
I just can't understand the non-professionalism that's going on right now.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, Grampy Lobster. I apologize, Grampy Lobster.
I mean, I'm used to like a little bit better treatment than this. You know,
yeah, we brought you into our house,
Yeah.
and this happens. I thought it would be better received, especially after as much as we rehearsed. You know, next time I might send Hannibal a text or something. But this, look, I will take the blame for this, Grampy Lobster.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
No, you shouldn't have to. Shouldn't have to step up. It's you know, I mean, Hannibal is just being the way he is. You know, and he's not very artistic. You know what I mean?
To our lovely producer Zoe, can we go to fair foul, please? Can you go ahead and just load that up for me, please?
Oh, I love these guys.
Are they ready for the truth?
Yes, they made
Public television.
Love it. And how do they hurt us? Because they love them.
We don't need to give any time to that mess, do we?
We're talking about deliverance. See, I'm talking, so many people out there are captives. And I'm talking about homosexual lifestyle. I was delivered from something like that. I was a prostitute for over 30 years. I sold my body on the street corners. See, I can talk about that sin. Hallelujah, because see, I was wrapped up, tied up, tangled up. And I loved it when I was doing it. Hallelujah, God came and turned me. Hallelujah, God made me get it the old-fashioned way. You just turn your soul unto me and I'll use you. But now I can shake for Jesus. Up under the anointing of the Holy Ghost. Bless you. Suck my cock, bitches. God bless you.
I was wrapped up, tied up.
Your Majesty reached a verdict. I have guilty or innocent. Feed him to the
There we go.
Wrapped up, tied up, and treated like a dog.
Did you love it?
Loved it. That's the part. Like it's so random. It's so incredibly all right. So fair foul, everybody watching Hannibal Monty Shit Show. If this is your first time watching Hannibal Monty Shit Show, welcome. We're happy to have you guys. Once again, we have more people like the show than we have people watching the show, which is a fantastic accomplishment. Thank you guys so much.
I have a question, and I'm not trying to seriously interfere. You asked me to think of a number between 1 and 100 about.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Have we gotten to that point yet?
Yeah. What is that number? Like,
what
we'll
was
have to
the
go
number?
back and look. But
66.
So 66. Whoever guessed important shit right will get 66 plunger points. Zoe will go back and look. Write it down. Zoe will go back and look and check through the live chat, and your points will be awarded soon. I won't put you on time frame on that. See what I did for you, Zoe? I got you.
Yes. Yes. So everybody that got it right, everybody that guessed that duck blood.
No,
fuck.
goat's fur is the fake one.
Goat's
Duck blood
fur. Yeah,
was
I'm
the real
sorry.
one.
Everybody that guessed goat's fur.
I was actually going to think goat's fur at first, but I thought that's got to be the that's too yeah.
Yeah, I made it easy. Like, you could make soup out of goat's fur, but
I'm sure you can.
You know, that's the test. But anyway, fair foul. How does fair foul work?
So the way fair foul works, every day I do a deep dive on the news. I go to 100 different news sites, a couple dozen different news sites, and I read these stories. When I get to the end of the stories, sometimes I wonder, was the end result fair or was the end result foul? So I'm going to read you guys a couple of stories, and let's have a conversation. Let's talk fair foul. Let's see what you guys think. So everybody in the chat, I would guess Grampy Lobster, Monty, everybody watching, let us know in the chat what you think. So let's see. Let's do okay, I got you. All right. So to our lovely producer Zoe, I sent you a link to it's like a yahoo.com entertainment article Let me see, make sure. Oh, it's 2 of them. Oh shit. Oh, it's 1. Okay. It's the lieutenant. It's Texas Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick. All right. So I've been wanting to talk about this one for a couple weeks now, and I haven't had a chance to. So let's go ahead and talk about it now.
All right. She's got it queued up.
Yeah, this story comes from Yahoo.com. As the coronavirus continues to spread in the United States, forcing people to stay in their homes and causing an economic downturn, Texas Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick joined Tucker Carlson tonight, where he became the top trending topic by suggesting that we get back to our normal lives to save the economy, even at the great risk to the country's senior citizens. Now, I could tell you guys what he said, but instead I'll have our lovely producer Zoe. Zoe, load it up and hit play whenever you're ready, darling.
My message is that let's get back to work. Let's get back to living. Let's be smart about it. And those of us who are 70 plus, we'll take care of ourselves, but don't sacrifice the country.
As the coronavirus continues to spread across the United States, forcing people to stay in their homes, Lieutenant Governor of Texas Dan Patrick made headlines Monday night by suggesting that we get back to our normal lives to save the economy, even at great risk to the country's senior citizens.
As a senior citizen, are you willing to take a chance on your survival in exchange for keeping the America that all America loves for your children and grandchildren?
No!
And if that's the exchange, I'm all in.
Reaction to Patrick's suggestion was quick. One person tweeted, how in the world...
So you can pause it right there. Look, so there it is. I don't have to get too deep into it. You know, that's what he said. He made the suggestion. He said, Tucker, and I quote, no one reached out to me and said, as a senior citizen, are you willing to take a chance on your survival in exchange for keeping the America that all America loves for your children and your grandchildren? If that's the exchange, I'm all in. Dan Patrick later added, my message is this: let's get back to work. Let's get back to living. Let's be smart about it. And those of us who are 70 plus will take care of ourselves. Now, Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick is not the only person that suggested this. Glenn Beck also made a very similar proclamation on his radio show. He also said that, as a senior citizen, you ought to give us the opportunity to go back to work, and if that means that we have to, and I'm paraphrasing what he said, but Glenn Beck said something very similar, so the question here, the fair foul question here is this a fair or foul request to ask of our elderly, to ask them to potentially risk their lives for the economy? Foul. Is this a fair or foul request? Everybody, look, to Monty, to Grampy Lobster, to everyone in the chat, let us know what you think.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, let us know what you guys think. Everybody let us know.
I don't even need
Grampy,
to go.
Let's start with Grampy.
Yeah,
Grampy, what do you think about
take
this?
it.
I don't even think it really deserves a response, man. I mean, that's so fucked up on some. Yeah, I mean, let people. Never mind, people are dying. You know what I mean? The misinformation people are coming out with, and in the end, who's going to get credit for getting us out of this whole situation? Jesus. That's the part that pisses me off to no fucking end. Because these people that are running around now doing stupid shit, if they don't get the corona or the COVID-19, if they don't get the virus, in the end, they're going to still come out and go, I saw the one where these, I'm washed in the blood of Jesus, That just sounds fucked up to begin with,
Well, if anything, if they sound a little tipsy, it's because the blood of Jesus is like 80 proof. You know what I'm saying? Should get you fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't give 2 fucks what you believe. God's not doing shit about it. There's people out there that are doing about it. We have a hospital like half a mile down the street from my house that there are people in there that can't go home, because of this shit. It's not some satanic fucking thing. Nobody's. it's something that's real, you know. And to tell people there's a reason they're doing this. They're not doing this to piss people off, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and for these dickheads to go out there and claim that, you know, you can inhale like lemon water or
soup,
yeah, which I don't know, it's just stupid, or just giving credit to other people or other things, you know, that because there'll be people that live through this, that did that soup thing,
and they'll think it worked,
and they're going to survive it, right? There's going to be people who think Jesus did this whole fucking thing, right? Those are the ones that really pissed me off.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I've had a couple people in the last couple weeks, and I was going to add this to my What's Eating Hannibal, but I tried to streamline it. But I've had a couple people tell me that, like, when they get in the car, they don't have, like, masks or gloves on or nothing like that. And I ask them, you know, are you concerned about the coronavirus? I've had way too many people, black people, white people, young people, old people, rich people, poor people, tell me that, like, yeah, man, look, Jesus got my back. If Jesus wants me to get it, I'll get it. If Jesus wants me to be fine, I'll be fine.
The president of
and I'm like, nah, man. I'm like,
how to
what
bring
if,
back an
what if
economy?
Jesus...
What we don't know is how to bring back the dead.
True.
Oh, wait, hold on. I talked all over that Who's Your Buddy, and I apologize. He said, I think the president of Ghana said it best. We know how to bring back an economy. What we don't know how to do is bring back the dead. Yes.
Yeah. Facts.
Yes. Look, give Who's Your Buddy extra plunger points. All right. That is
give
fantastic.
him double. Play that song. Play it twice. One more time. There you go.
Yes, and also Kilo sent one, and I don't want to forget to read it. He says, today in 2019, scientists from the Event Horizon Telescope Project announced the first ever image of a black hole located in the center of the M87 galaxy. Hannibal, the bird makes its nest from dried spit. Monty, I love you and Lobster's idea.
See? Wow. Thank you. Who said that?
Kilo said that.
Kilo.
Wow.
Take your plunger points. Grampy Lobster, do you want to give him more plunger points?
I'd give him at least 100.
There you go.
Ooh.
Look, Kilo, you just got 100 from Grampy.
Oh, shit.
There you go.
Look at that. You just knocked him all the way up at the top of the food chain. All right. So
somebody had a vision.
Yeah, and look. Let me tackle this fair foul, because I'm looking at our time. We're running out of show real estate at this point. I just want to go in on this a little bit. The idea of anybody saying, and I'm not going to break in the song right now. Like, Zoe, stop cueing the music. This isn't that song. Look, we will do, Live Free or Die Hard another time. Not right now. Not right now. We're not doing that song right now. I really just want to talk right now. Don't worry about it.
That's the one I kind of want to hear. Wait a minute.
Joey, put the dancers back in the truck. We don't need the curtain either.
Yeah, no, we don't need the dancers.
There was dancers too?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. All right. Good. Monty, what were you about to say?
We're not gonna bring them in. We're not gonna cue the music right now. But what I do want to say about this one is this really pisses me off. And stacked on to today, which I almost want to cue up a What's Eating Monty music, but I'm not going to. But today I left my house to go pick Zoe up, which I didn't have to do, which would be part of the What's Eating Monty. But that's my fault, because I didn't check my text till late. But there's a garden around the corner from my house where motherfuckers were gathered to do church in the garden. Even though they were standing apart from each other, they were all reaching into a fucking box to get their God knows what out of the fucking box. Push that aside. This guy talking about being old and willing to sacrifice himself for the coronavirus and let's get it moving again. Fuck you. Are you trying to kill me? Are you trying to kill Zoe? Are you trying to kill all the other poor black people floating around in New Orleans specifically? This is dangerous fucking thinking. This is the type of shit that pisses me off. Because it's not just about old people.
Yeah.
Like, he's talking like this is just about old people. It is not. It's not. We're not sheltering in place because, oh my God, grandma might die. That's a joke that we make. Yeah, grandma might die. I don't want grandma to die until grandma's good and ready to fucking die. But it's not about, oh, grandma might die. Other people might die. I don't know if y'all realize this. I might die if I get fucking COVID-19.
Yeah.
Like, I am hypertensive. I'm on high blood pressure medicine.
Yeah.
I might die if I get the shit. So fuck him.
Yeah.
For saying it's just old people.
Yeah, and look, I wanna piggyback on you real fast, Monty. I keep having these conversations with people, especially when I talk to younger people. Whenever I talk to anybody, I'll be like, when they think about people with compromised immune systems, they're thinking of people with cancer or people with HIV or stuff like that. And I'm like, see, you've got a way too limited scope. You're not thinking about people with asthma. How many people do you know with asthma? We're talking about people with diabetes. How many people do you know with diabetes? We're talking about hypertension, high blood pressure. We're talking about anybody that's on dialysis. If you've had a kidney transplant, a liver transplant, a heart transplant, all of those things are compromised, give you a compromised immune system.
Yeah.
If you know anybody that falls in any of those categories and you're thinking to yourself, oh, this is basically just the flu, or this is a mainstream liberal media hoax and it's not that serious, or like I had a guy tell me yesterday, oh, how does somebody even die from the coronavirus? Yeah. He's like, and he started telling me how he thought the mainstream liberal media was boosting the numbers so they could make Donald Trump look bad. I was like, nigga, they're saying that shit in Italy. They don't give a fuck about Donald Trump.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, I'm like, look, even if you think that you can get the coronavirus and be okay, first off, you don't know that. All right. So that's a dumbass thing to think. Second of all, even if you were able to get the coronavirus and be fine and survive that shit, that doesn't exclude all the dozens or hundreds of people that you risk infecting with your dumbassness. All right. This is one of those times where your dumbassness is killing people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, and look, I'm real passionate about this because I know about 15 people that have the coronavirus, and I know about 5 or 6 people that have gotten through it, that have recovered. I know 3 or 4 people that are going through it right now, and they're on the recovery side. But I got 3 people in my life that have died behind this.
Yeah,
so far.
And the thing is,
died from this. A guy, my high school basketball coach died from the coronavirus, and the guy who taught me how to play the piano and got me accepted into the music department in my college died from the coronavirus.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's not just old people. That's where I'm going. And flat out, fuck the economy. Like, if it comes down to the economy and people's lives, fuck the economy, we can rebuild it. We built the shit from nothing to begin with.
Yeah.
Fuck it all. This is worldwide. Stop. Just stop. Just stop. That's all I'm saying. This shit pisses me off. Cause, and I don't always like going here. It's always old crusty white men saying this shit.
The thoughts of Hannibal, the thoughts of Monty do not reflect Hannibal's thoughts of Grampy Lobster. I just want to say that.
Hey, I said nothing about Grampy Lobster. When have I ever called Grampy Lobster crusty?
This is
Never.
true. This
Grampy
is true.
Lobster is awesome.
I am older than I'm.
Yeah. Yes.
And I want to read this real fast. I found this is what Glenn Beck said right after.
This is not awesome. Grampy Lobster's awesome. That's all I'm saying.
Yes, no, Grampy Lobster is fantastic.
Yeah,
I hate Glenn Beck.
Yeah, so Glenn Beck
Not
said,
Glenn Beck,
he said, I sincerely hope that we are not at a place as Americans to where we are going to let the Democrats jam down the Green New Deal because we're at home panicked. I want to have a frank conversation with you and ask you where you stand. I mean, I'm in the danger zone. I'm right at the edge. I'm 56. In Italy, they're saying if you're sick and you're 60, don't even come in. So I'm in the danger zone. I would rather have my children stay at home and all of us who are over 50 go in and keep this economy going and working, even if we all get sick. I'd rather die than kill the country, because it's not the economy that's dying, it's the country.
Fuck the country. I
Look,
want to live.
I have high blood pressure. I'm over 60. I have emphysema, and yeah, I'm gonna have a cheap cigarette because I'm, stupid.
Yeah.
But
do you?
Not many, but I've been told, right? Not only by my wife and my doctor. I mean, I've had so many appointments like rescheduled. I've been told to stay home. Now I did have to go out yesterday. I had to see a guy, right? But that's the first time I've been out. And like I said, right down the street, they have, it's a hospital, Landmark Hospital, right? Mm-hmm. They had the police out there, the fire trucks, everybody, the news stations. I mean, there's people in there that right now that can't leave. They're there for the entire fucking thing. I mean, for somebody to think this is somehow some kind of political, liberal fucking thing, to discredit the president or some shit. He does a good enough job doing that himself, and I think we're finding that out. But the people that think this is bullshit, that want to go to church, right, because they're washed in the blood of Jesus, or, the people that are worried about their fucking civil rights, right? I got the right to go out there if I want to. They can't tell me to, they can all fuck off and eat shit too.
Yeah.
If you don't need to go out, I went out. I drove around for 20 minutes yesterday, right? After I went saw a guy, and then I had to get coffee, but just to get out. I hadn't been out. I didn't make contact with anybody, except for the girl at the Dunkin' Donuts, and they had these green gloves on that came up to here, and I told her, I said, God, I'm so glad you guys are open, and she's like, well, we're glad to be here, and I said, well, I'm glad that you're glad to be here, because I said, there's no place I'd rather see you. But yeah, and I thank them just for being there. I mean, even people like that, anybody that can still work, they're taking their lives, they're taking a risk.
And every day I pick up people that are considered essential workers. And when I ask them, I always ask them the same question. I always ask them, is your job giving you time and a half, double time, overtime, hazard pay, anything like that? And the vast majority of them say no. They might say, oh, my job, if I work 40 hours, one guy told me today, he works at a food packaging company, and he said, if we work 40 hours in a week, they'll give us an extra $100 on our paychecks.
Fuck that.
I talked to a girl that worked at Cookout. It's a fast food restaurant. Some people are familiar with it, some people aren't. And she told me that the first week when they shut Atlanta down, but they were going to keep the restaurants open. And they only do drive-through only. All they do is drive-through, and they go through very stringent process of making sure the food is clean and maintained, make sure that they don't come in contact with customers and all that. And she was like, the first week they gave everybody hazard pay, so they got their regular paycheck, and then they got basically they got a double time paycheck, or they got basically 2 paychecks in 1 week. So yeah, this is what you get for work, and we appreciate that. But that was that one time. Yeah. That was it. And after that, it's just business as usual. People out here risking their lives.
The country is fucked already. If most states open up, it will kill more people, and then it will fuck up the economy even more. So if they open back up, it'll only be a temporary boost to the economy until even more people start dying.
Yep.
Yeah.
There you go, Antonovich.
Don't come into Rhode Island, which most people don't. But if you come into Rhode Island with out-of-state tags, or they see it parked, they'll tag your car.
Yeah.
Right now for quarantine. I mean, there's a reason they're doing this, right? like I said, it's not to piss people off. It's not a diversion, right? The part that really bothers me at this point is the amount of time it took to get any type of stimulus to people, and the amount that they're actually giving. And like, okay, and I'm kind of a liberal guy, you know, but like I'm on a fixed income, so like my wife and I, we get that $1,200 or whatever it is, and to us that helps out a lot. However, that helps out a lot, but a lot of people, it's a one-time thing. But a lot of people that they're going to have, you know, they've got some kids, so, you know, they're going to get a little bit extra or something like that. A lot of people, that's not going to pay their mortgage.
Yeah.
That's
especially if they're not working.
Yeah. And it's like, okay, wow, gee whiz, you know? So I mean, to me, I don't get the whole I mean, I get it, sure, great. You know, it'll help people go out and I'm not sure do what, you know, and then giving bonus, or I don't know. It's just,
yeah,
it's been handled fucked up, you know. Governors in certain states, like our state, handling it better than a lot of states do, right?
Yeah, like I said, I did my What's Eating Hannibal about Brian Kemp yesterday and how he's just fucking up. Like, it was just like some of the counties and I said this the other day, like after Brian Kemp, he on April 1st, the day we did our 100th episode, Brian Kemp decided to do shelter in place in Georgia, and the rest of the state had shut down. Like the rest of a lot of the cities and counties had basically decided to shut down, and then he decided, okay, we're going to do shelter in place, but I'm going to set it up where all the gun stores and gun retailers that were closed will now be open. All of the parks will now reopen. All of the beaches will now be open, and all of the churches will now open. So all of those places that were closed before were ended up forced to reopen. And then the day after he announced this decree, the beach in Tybee County, Georgia, went from having no people there to close to 1,000 people there the next day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
because they get that signal to them. It means everything's fine.
Yeah.
Because their leader, the leadership of their state, said, "Hey, yeah, go ahead and go back out." No.
Yeah, their leadership is bullshit. So.
And look, I know we need to wrap up the show real fast, and I think a perfect way to end it is with this dono that came in from MO. He says COVID-19 is not a Democrat thing. COVID-19 is not a Republican thing. COVID-19 is a death thing, and death doesn't care what kind of person you are.
Doesn't give a fuck who you are.
Yes. Yes. Thank you, MO. And look. In addition to that, thank you to Scientist Mel. Thank you to Alan Reyes. Thank you to Missy Ann. Thank you to
Hi, Missy.
Right, like that, right. Antonovich, Who's Your Buddy, Kilo, Fabarino, Hypothesis, Brian Harris, Missy Ann, Dildo the Penetrator.
That's a hell of a name. I was going to mention that earlier.
Yeah, it's a fantastic I really want to start grading some of the names.
That's a chick magnet name.
Look, you know Golden Turd next year will be best name. How about that?
Ooh, I'm writing it down now. I'm writing it down.
Best name.
For the Golden Turd Awards. Yes.
Yep.
But look, there's a lot of you guys. Dick Penisman, thank you. Emily the Neighbor, thank you. Tish, Adam E, Shayla, Burnt Toast, Red Eye, Viva La Caca, Too Wicked, Queen D88. We are going to update that Twitter soon, darling. Someone, I know I said Hypothesis already. Mike, American Nightmare, Ace Wonder, live action animation. Thank you guys so much. Mistaken Reaper. Thank you guys for watching the show, Vapion. Thank you guys so much.
Adam E, throw my links out, Adam.
Yes.
And we will make sure if I don't know if your link is in the description. I think I did. If I didn't, when we tag this, we'll make sure your link's in the description.
Yeah,
and y'all should check out Grampy Lobster. And Adam E, please throw the link in there.
And look, everybody who subscribes.
And look, here you go, Adam E. I'll give you a wrench to make sure you can do it.
There you go. And everybody who subscribes to Grampy Lobster's page, subscribe to him on YouTube. Send us a screenshot of it. so we can see that you followed him, and we will throw you an extra 50 plunger points.
Yes.
So look, we got some cool stuff we're working on, because like this Superman thing we're working on, you are going to want this shirt. Even if you hate Superman, you're going to want this is gonna be epic. This is gonna be fantastic.
Yeah, and I tried to redo the raffle from last night. Streambot is just not cooperating with our streams right now.
Yeah,
I did want to say one more thing, and this is only a quick plug, because and it's also a quick testimonial of what our merchandise actually does. A Grampy Lobster mug. I don't know if you're familiar with a gentleman named it goes by the name of Jello Shots.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we were talking the other night, and he told me I've met his I've seen his lovely wife Edie before, and after purchasing a Grampy Lobster mug, right? Jello Shots confirmed to me that his wife Edie had not only become more beautiful, more pleasant to look at, but hotter and sexier.
Look at
the
that.
same time.
Buy
And her health
Grampy Lobster's
improved
merch.
1,000%.
Yeah, and look, it made her hotter and more attractive. So look, Monty, you should get a Grampy Lobster mug, right? And then give it to a black woman, okay? And then see how that changes your perception of her beauty.
Look, here's what I got for you for that, Hannibal. Like picture this.
Okay.
Picture this. There's a black woman and a white woman standing in a field.
Uh-huh.
Deep in the distance is a masked man. While Monty...
And someone's got a noose.
Yes! Monty and Grampy Lobster are standing there. Instruments in hand. Ready to perform this song that you're about to hear. Do you want this, Hannibal?
Yeah, I do. Let's see what it is. Okay?
Oh my God! You don't want to play no more.
This was a shit show.
Y'all finished or y'all done? I ain't got no more talking.
Sweet Halloween in collard greens.